Hello everybody, this is your spelling test on silent letters that we learned. We're going to use the first 6 as the test, and then I'll test you on the 4 blue words if you learn them. If you didn't, you can just listen to those 4 words and have a go if you want, but you don't have to mark them properly. And then I'm just going to tell you a few things about this week's silent letters, some tips of how you can remember those words, how to spell them. Okay. Number 1, I'm going to give you the definition of the word. So I'm going to tell you what it means and then you write down the spelling for me. So number 1 is what you need to put in your laces to make sure they don't come undone. Or it's something you get in your hair when it's tangled. Number 2. It's part of your hand and it's very useful for all sorts of things. Monkeys have them too, but they don't have theirs. Theirs are not able to bend in the way that ours does. Number 3. Someone who fought long ago usually lived in a castle. It's also the way you describe somebody who has received a very, very high honour from the Queen. Number 4, if you're unsure about something, you might feel this. Number 5, a baby sheep. And number 6, when you've got no money and you have to borrow it from other people, you say that you are in to them. There's a word. Okay, when you owe some money and you need to pay it back. Right, they're the first 6 words. I'm going to do the other 4 words now. And you can have a go at those if you want to. Okay, number 7. The time of year when leaves fall off the trees, it becomes darker in the evenings and colder in the day. Number 8. Another part of your hand that boxers might punch somebody with. This word means that something is quite serious, possibly sad, and formal possibly as well. And the final one is a word that can be used in different ways actually. On a spreadsheet, it can mean something that's going down the page in an order. When we ask you to do written addition, we ask you to line these up in this way, one thing under another, under another. Okay, that's the spelling test. Once you've done that and you've marked it, I'd like you to tell me your results on Firefly. But now I'm just going to show you our new words and give you some tips about how you can remember their spelling. So here they all are. I think I can fit them all on. Yep. Okay, so all of these words this week, they've all got silent letters in them too. So ghost, there's an H in it, but you can't hear it. Design, there's a G in it. You can't hear it. Muscle has a C in that you can't hear. Wrong starts with a silent letter. Fasten has a T in it, which you can't hear. Honest starts with an H, you can't hear it at all. Wrinkle starts with a W that you can't hear. And knowledge starts with a K that you can't hear, but I'm also going to underline the W because normally that would say no, but this is knowledge, which just sounds like no-or-lidge. Spaghetti has a silent H in it, and scissors has this C here. Okay, right. What really helps, and we've talked about this a little bit before, is when you're learning these words with silent letters in, and you'll probably hear people do it. I often hear adults do this. We start with the one at the bottom, for example. You often hear people saying skizzers, skizzers. So they deliberately pronounce the C because it's unusual, but also to help them remember that that letter is there. So if you start saying these words with the silent letter in them, it helps you remember where they go. So skizzers, you could say spaghetti, So with a longer one like this, not only can you say the silent letter, you could split it up into two sounds. So you could say spag, hetty, okay? This one, again, you could split it up because it's long, and you could either say no, cano, or you could say knowledge, okay? You think of a way to say that helps you remember those letters, particularly that one. Again, you can say this one, wrinkle, helps you remember. Honest, honest. This one, fasten. So each time you can say the letter that shouldn't be there. Now, it won't confuse you because in real life you already know all these words. You've heard these many times in your life, so you're not going to start really saying them wrong, but it can help you remember the way to say them. So we're wrong. Muscle, a lot of people do that one, muscle, okay? This muscle, by the way, is what you have in your body to help you lift things and move, not the things that you eat from the sea. They're spelt in a different way. Design, you could say design. Design. I thought I'd put that one in because we're just doing a design technology task at the moment. It's got a G in. And the last one, ghost. It's just a funny one, that one. And it's got an H in as well. So try and say them in an unusual way, like we've practiced, and that'll help you remember their spelling.